Hello everyone, today we will compare Hamon for $1 with Hamon for $100 and the most expensive Hamon for $1,000. For $1 you can get only 3 slices of Hamon. This is the Curado variety Hamon. It is made from pigs of the Duroc variety. On Spanish farms they receive special food and conditions of detention, which contributes to the meat flavor palette. Next, the carcasses are sent for cutting. The meat from the body goes to sausages, but the legs go to ham. They are pre-cleaned and proceeded to salting, and the feet lie in salt for 9 days. After that, the salt is washed off and the meat is kept in special rooms with the correct humidity and temperature. In general, it takes 7 months to extract this Hamon. I wonder what the Hamoneros are doing at this time. The final stage is slicing on a production slicer and the packaging. As a result, we get this kind of ham curado. The slicer makes just the perfect slice. No knife can cut like this. We're gonna try it. This is really tasty Hamon with an unusual flavor. Let's move on to the Hamon for $100. Rather, it's more like a mini Hamon of the Serrano variety. It is already being made from pigs of the big white breed. Their diet is slightly different from the past ones. In addition to grain, they are also filled with silage. And the process of maturation of Hamon lasts just a whole year. Let's open it up. The first thing that greets us is a kilogram piece of Hamon. There was also a stand in the set. We open it up. And let's put it together. Everything is as simple as possible here. We just fasten the brackets to the door with 2 screws. We open up the Hamon. And put it on the stand. And we fix it in with a screw. Now the Hamon is firmly held with the stand. Let's take a knife from the set and try to cut a thin slice. The knife turned out to be pretty blunt. Therefore, let's use our own. The thickness of the slice should be such that when you cut it, the knife is visible to the light. It's not the thinnest piece ever, but it's acceptable. We put it on a plate, and we continue to slice. Done. Well, now let's try the pure Jamon Serrano. The only difference is that the taste is 20% richer than in the last Hamon. And finally, the most expensive Hamon for today. It cost me $1,000. Let's open up the foil. And we see that the hooves are black. And this means that the Hamon of the Iberico variety, and the note of the leg confirms it. For the preparation of this Hamon, the most elite variety of pigs called Iberico is used. They graze in open spaces and feed exclusively on grass and acorns. Further, their legs are similarly cleaned of excess fat. In cold rooms, these feet are slated for 10 days. After that, they pass through special devices that wash off all the excess salt. Then, the feet dry out from excess water on the surface, and all open meat pieces are covered with a protective layer of fat. And the exposure of this Hamon is simply record-breaking and lasts for 2 whole years. Hamoneros are constantly watching them, checks the density of the Hamon as well as the aroma, using a special needle made of cow bone. When the Hamon is ripe, it goes to the counter where I bought it. And we open up the protective bag. And we will loosen up their parchment layer. It honestly looks really awesome and has an unrealistically powerful fragrance. Not at all similar to the past types of Hamon. And to cut it, you need a special stand. Therefore, we quickly assemble it. We install our elite Hamon Iberico on the stand. And we fix it all together with a big screw. Also, in the set was a big special knife. With its help, we make an incision along the bone and cut off all the yellow fat before this incision. And finally, you can chop the Hamon. This ham has much denser meat than the previous ones, and all of this is because of its 2-year exposure. We put the slices on a plate. The knife is much better, and it turns out to cut the ham even thinner. We continue until we fill the whole plate with slices. Even in appearance, this meat is completely different. It's such a ruby red color. Now let's try the Iberico Hamon. Yes, this is completely different. This Hamon is 10 times more saturated and has its own special flavor. We tried it in its pure form, but most often Hamon is consumed in the form of bruschetta or various sandwiches. Therefore, we will cut 3 identical pieces of baguette. Let's take some cream cheese and spear it on each piece of the baguette. One of the most popular combinations with Hamon is sweet pear. We cut it into slices. And put it on the baguette. Now let's put the ham on the first piece for $1. Now the triple Hamon for $100. And on the third day, the Hamon for $1,000. All we have left to do is only add a little bit of basil. And now let's try the sandwich with the most budget Hamon. In this combination, it is even tastier. A Jamon sandwich for $100. This one is even tastier. Well, now let's try the most expensive one. Yeah, this one is clearly the winner. Let's try another combination. Now we cut open our baguette. Drizzle it with olive oil and pop it onto the frying pan. Fry on both sides until golden brown. And take them out. Spread out some curado jamon, jamon serrano, and jamon iberico. Now we need some Spanish manchego cheese. Using a vegetable peeler, we make some super thin pieces. And to lay these out on top of the jamon. All we have left to do is to pour a little bit of berry jam all over this. Done. Now let's start the test again with the cheapest curado jam. I like this combination even more. So now let's try it with a Hamon for $100. Perfect. Well, and the last one, the most expensive. This one is by far the most delicious. In general, the price of Hamon increases in proportion to its taste qualities, and it is definitely worth the money. And if this video will get 250,000 likes on this video, then I will try to cook Hamon on my own and keep it in my attic for a whole year, just for you guys watching. So write in the comments, VANZAI, cook Hamon. And of course, subscribe to my channel. Bye, everybody!